Aloha, Sylvan Bell coming live from Sacramento, California, December 18, 2016, 6:40 in the morning. Perfect day to talk about sales. And we're talking about the rapport process. And so I'm going to take you through formal, okay? So the first letter in formal stands for F for family, right? Family. So if you're sitting there talking to somebody and you're on the sales process, you can ask them about their family. Now, anytime that you're dealing with building rapport, you always have to stay within the social norms. So whether it's any of these letters, any of the concepts we're going to talk about, staying within the social norms help you. If you start talking about weird stuff, now you're doing the opposite of building rapport. Now you're building some doubt. They're like, why is this guy asking me so many weird questions? And the reason why I bring this up is there are some taboo subjects when you're talking to somebody about their family that can get you in trouble, okay? So we'll get to those in a second. Now, one of the things that you got to know from a persuasive standpoint is when you're talking to people about their family, especially when somebody gets married or somebody's in a relationship, there's good feelings around how somebody met. So if you're talking to a husband or wife, you're selling cars, or you're doing in-home sales, and you ask the people, so how did you meet? Most of the time, you're going to look and those people are going to smile and they're going to be like, you know what, we were hiking on a trail and I fell and I sprained my ankle and then I really didn't want anything to do with this paramedic dude, but I really liked him and then that's where we dated from. So you can, that's always like a good introduction. Now I'm going to give you Scott's super secret tip number 1951. Typically, when you're doing in-home sales, if you're selling to couples, whoever answers that question is the real decision maker, which is 90% of the time the woman. But there's also times where a guy starts talking and you know that it's not the woman, it's the guy who's the decision maker, okay? Now, not all the time does that work out, but a lot of times it does. So you can talk about the family. Now, the taboo subject, remember, I train in-home salespeople. So the attractive wife or the attractive daughter, probably topics not to talk about unless the person brings it up, which is still going to be uncomfortable and still be unusual, okay? So stay away from weirdness, stay away from unusual stuff, but you can talk about family. How did you meet, right? How many kids do you have? But if it seems creepy and it seems weird, not so good, okay? So there you go. F stands for family. So one thing you could talk about that's pretty universal, like I got a bird and I got a cat. So people are like, well, how many kids you got? And I'm like, I got a fur cat that's one of my kids, and I got a bird. I got nieces and nephews, and I'm way cool with that, right? But know that you can get yourself in danger by answering that question wrong. So like kids aren't my thing. I can tolerate them and I can be around them, but I wouldn't ever say like, oh, kids are ridiculous, I want nothing to do with them, because that's like, one, not true, and two, if someone's got kids, it's going to make them uncomfortable. So remember, we're talking about that you got to make sure that you're staying within normal boundaries of conversations, and you don't want to create a mismatch. A mismatch is where I say, you know, I've got a couple of kids, okay, and then the salesperson goes, well, kids are weird. Okay, that's a mismatch. You're going to create some problems for yourself. So stick within the social boundaries of the conversation, okay? There you go. F is for family. Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story. You know what? That would be fantastic. To the right or to the left, there's a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then last of all, you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. There is this really cool website called LinkedIn. You can send it out LinkedIn. Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.